morning friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to take you with me for a cozy morning routine in my life. I think we all know it by now, but I love this season and I don't know about you, but I have felt the pull to slow down lately. I don't know if it's the change of weather or the fact that we're getting less sun, but I just feel like waking up a bit later, taking my time and doing everything a bit more intentionally. So this is what we're gonna do this morning. Literally just woke up, so don't mind the sleepy face. And one of the things that I really enjoy doing at the moment when I have the time is make myself a warm tea, like a herbal tea, a warm drink. Set myself by the window and read my book for a bit before going into the real world. So let's do that. So this has to be my favorite little spot at the moment. I'm actually quite sad I didn't think of doing this before because it's the nicest little spot, and even sometimes I sit here in the afternoon when the sun is coming in the flat. It makes me feel like I'm gently opening to the world without going outside just yet, while taking some time for myself, reading my book and drinking a little cup of tea. It's honestly for me the definition of a slow morning. I just freaking love this little spot. Sometimes I even just sit here looking outside, looking at the sky, just doing nothing, just simply being in the moment. I definitely wish I had a garden I could do that in, but I don't, so I do with what I have. But anyway, for now I'm gonna keep reading my book, which is still The Secret History. I'm still loving it. Also, I don't know if I've said it before, but I always take a while to make my bed in the morning because I had read that it was quite good to let it breathe for quite a bit. I have been really interested lately in lymphatic drainage, so I'm kind of trying to learn how to do it myself as well as I can. I'm definitely not a professional, but you probably know it by now. I'm really interested in anything wellness related, and also because I do some gua sha when I have time in the morning, and I think it just makes more sense to activate your lymphatic nodes before starting doing gua sha massage, which is pretty much lymphatic drainage. And basically by activating your lymphatic nodes, they're like kind of more open to eliminate whatever you're bringing to it. So it's a very interesting subject. I'm passionate about anything wellness, and yeah, that's kind of part of my morning routine when I have the time. It's also something I do because my skin tends to be quite puffy in the morning, actually even my body. So that's kind of a nice way to depuff it a little bit. I always put some oil first and then just start doing some gentle movements. And then I tend to do the forehead and my eyebrows with my own hands because I just find it a bit easier. I just got ready, nothing fancy, just a bit of makeup and a comfy outfit for today. I can never quite start my day until I got some movement in, whether it's going to the gym for a workout, doing some stretches or yoga at home, or like going for a walk. But when I have slower days like this, I don't always feel like going to the gym and do a whole workout. As I say, I kind of want to take it a bit slowly. So I think I'm gonna go for a walk instead. That sounds like the perfect thing right now. It's a very bright and sunny day today. I'm gonna try and catch the autumn vibes in Paris. I realize that I'm looking very French right now with my little stripy top. I'm wearing it with some blue jeans and the boots that I got repaired the other day. The heel was broken and I literally only paid 15 euros for both of them to get fixed. And they just look like brand new. I am so happy. I freaking love these boots. And it just feels like having new shoes when actually they're old ones. I feel like autumn is actually the perfect season to go for walks in the morning, just because it's not too cold yet and it's not super hot anymore. So it's like the perfect temperature to enjoy a morning walk. So let's do it. I just got back from my walk and it's time to make some breakfast. I always have a salty breakfast because it's better for your glucose levels. But today is kind of my ideal fall morning routine, and I don't think I can do a fall morning routine without having some pancakes for breakfast or having some kind of autumnal breakfast. I was hesitating with some oats or some pancakes, but I think pancake is winning because it's just, I don't know, it's just a bit yummier. But because I like to have some protein in my breakfast, I think I'm gonna add some protein powder to it, and hopefully it's not gonna make it disgusting. And obviously a lot of cinnamon. I have some maple syrup as well, and I have a couple of apples here that I need to eat, so I thought I could kind of caramelize the apples with some cinnamon as well. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Look at those! They look so good. I made for the first time the little apple, I don't know how you call it, like I guess cinnamon apples with a bit of maple syrup. And oh my god, that looks so freaking delicious. I added a yogurt as well to it. I wonder if it makes it fluffier, I have no idea. But I made some for Finn too. I'm very excited to eat those. I'm making my morning coffee because I haven't had coffee yet. And something I like to do during this season, haven't tried yet with that machine actually, is that I like to put some cinnamon in my coffee because I personally love cinnamon. I am so happy when we get into like autumn and winter because I feel like you can put it in anything. You can put it in your drinks, in your fruits, literally your dessert, like anything. And I definitely put a lot of it everywhere. So the technique I'm doing is just adding a bit of cinnamon on top of the coffee. When I was just using like a normal plunge or an Italian coffee machine, I would just add the cinnamon to the grinded coffee. That works like that. But I think this time, to make it stronger, I'm gonna add some cinnamon on top of the milk as well, because I'm making a flat white. So let's do it. I'm very excited. I am, as per usual, using my favorite mug. That's the one I got when we were in Copenhagen. I'm barely using any other mugs for my coffee. I am obsessed. It's just the most beautiful little mug, and it's just, I don't know, it's just so nice to hold. I love it. I also don't usually put sugar in my coffee. I will sometimes get a little pumpkin spice latte or a gingerbread latte during these seasons, just because it is a treat. But because I just had a sweet breakfast, I think I'm not gonna add any more sugar to my coffee. I did see a coffee recipe with maple syrup and cinnamon. That sounds quite nice, but I think I'm just gonna stick to only the cinnamon for today. Let's try this coffee. That's so nice. It's just giving like a little sweet touch to it, even though it's not sweet, it's just cinnamon, but it's so good. So nice. I recommend trying. If you like cinnamon too, I really recommend you try put some cinnamon in your coffee, because for some reason it kind of feels like a sweet drink, like a little treat, but it's literally just adding cinnamon to your coffee. And cinnamon is full of benefits as well, I think. So there you go. What I like to do in the morning when I have the time is journaling, and I have written a few prompts that I'm gonna answer today, and I thought I could share them with you. It's very like basic journaling prompts, but to be honest, that's like always what I do. I never go for very elaborate prompts. The first one is to list 3 things I'm grateful for. The second one is write a morning affirmation. So depending on what you need for today, it could be I am worthy of love, I am a magnet success, I create the life I desire, I don't know, it could be anything that kind of helps you. I think it's quite nice to start the day with a little morning affirmation like this. And then the third one, which is gonna be a bit of a longer one, is what's one thing I'm proud to have accomplished this month. So because we're arriving at the end of September already, I thought it could be a good time to kind of reflect a bit on the month, and reflect in a positive way and focus on what I'm proud of and what I think I did well this month. There's something you might not know about me yet, but I am a big hypochondriac. And as much as I love this new season, it's always a time where everyone gets sick. And I actually got sick like a month ago. Nothing bad, like I had a cold, but you know, I feel like a cold is very underrated because everyone thinks it's fine, it's a cold, but you're actually like very tired and very under the weather for like a couple of weeks. The last couple of days I actually started feeling a bit of a tickle in my throat, and I was like, nope, not again. Especially because work is very busy at the moment. I can't afford being sick again. So I wanted to share with you, because I have discovered, well, the last couple of days, I've been doing some research on how to avoid getting sick and how to boost your immune system. And I have found that drink, that turmeric drink that I have been doing. And guys, as I said 2 days ago, I was feeling quite under the weather. I had a tickle in my throat. I was feeling quite tired, like shivery and stuff. And I was like, oh God, it's happening. And I drank 2 cups of this drink. And I swear, the day after, it was gone. I was fine. Like if you're feeling a bit under the weather or a bit tired, you feel like you're gonna be sick the day after, on that day, that's when you need to do everything to not get sick. Because once you're sick, it's too late and it's really hard to like backtrack it. But that very first day, you still have a chance to reverse it, and that drink is what you need. So I thought I would share it with you because I'm probably not the only one being a bit hypochondriac, and also you don't need to be hypochondriac to not want to get sick, right? So what you will need for this drink is some ginger, some turmeric, and she's the star of the show. And for the turmeric to be activated, you need some black pepper. Stay with me, you will see it's actually not that bad. And then I also add some honey. I am very lucky to have some manuka honey, which is a very good honey and very strong like antioxidant properties and stuff. It's a honey from New Zealand. You might or not know that, but my boyfriend Finn is from New Zealand, so we go there every other year maybe. And every time I stock up on manuka honey because it's so expensive everywhere else. And then it's optional, but it's better if you can do it, a bit of apple cider vinegar. I also sometimes add some cinnamon, again, because it also has anti-inflammatory and I think antiviral ingredients too. I'm not gonna add any today because I feel like I had my dose of cinnamon for today between the pancakes and my coffee. The main ingredients that you shouldn't miss are these three: ginger, turmeric, and black pepper. Let's do it. I'll show you how I do it. So this is what your drink should look like. If you mind the pieces of ginger and kind of the leftover powder, even though the powder doesn't really bother a whole lot, you can drain it if you want. I personally don't really mind it, so I just keep there. But yeah, turmeric is just like probably one of the strongest natural antioxidant and anti-inflammatory spice that we have. And I think that sometimes we actually forget that we can heal ourselves with natural remedies instead of just taking a pill. And obviously sometimes you do need to take that pill, but I think natural remedies are a great trick for preventing needing to take a pill. This is actually something I'm so interested in. I think in another life I would be a herbalist. A herborist? Forgot how you call it. But I would have like an apothecary and sell little teas and remedies with herbs because I find it so interesting. I'm passionate about this stuff. But yeah, I think that kind of wraps up my fall morning routine. I just wanted to say, because I think it's important to say it, that this is not what my morning routine looks like every single day. If I had to have an ideal full morning routine, this is what it would look like. And when I have the time, these are the things that I do to start my day on the best foot. Definitely most of the time I'm running around or going to the gym and rushing to get ready and start work, but I do think that it's important to also listen to your body, and I feel like our bodies are telling us around this time of the year to slow down a little bit and take more time to reflect and do things intentionally. So that's what I like to do, and I think it's also really nice to adapt your morning routine to the seasons because every season has a different energy and we definitely feel it. And I think we're more energized, more up to do things in summer, and like autumn winter is more for slowing down. Anyway, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but you get the message. But in any case, I hope this little vlog inspired you to take some time for yourself, whatever that looks like for you, whether it's reading your book in the morning, going for a walk, making a nice warm cinnamon drink. And please let me know in the comments what your dream full morning routine looks like. I'm very curious to know. In the meantime, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you next Sunday for a new vlog. Bye!